Casemiro, his main good feet, slipped him away, and then he gets the ball back from Ahmad. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. Straight from Christian Romero, Solanke then with the challenge. It's Cunha, over goes Cunha. And then the shot from Fernandes is charged down well by Romero.
Wasn't it? Great block. Dan, honestly, 25 minutes gone. Some of the football's been excellent. Some of the beautiful one-touch passing for both teams. He hits his left leg a little bit, but I'm not sure it's enough.
It's outside the box as well, where it initially starts, isn't it? Tapsar.
He's pleading his case there.
I've got to say, Ali, when I was coming here and watching Bruno Fernandes play deeper in midfield, it just looks so much more natural and balanced to see him where he is today.
Absolutely no getting away from it, none whatsoever. You know, he's talented enough to play probably in that position in a deeper role. Of course he is. But if you're asking me where is he more effective, it's got to be in a forward area, particularly in that number 10.
And he's had at least one assist in each of his last 5 Premier League matches, so the production is there from being pushed.
Well, he's 199 goal involvements, isn't he?
There's a bit of an argument about that at the moment, I could think it might be 196.
First yellow card.
So Destiny Udogie, the first player in Michael Oliver's book today.
I think he can have too many complaints, can he?
I think one player they really miss at the moment is Pedro Porro, those deliveries from wide positions, Dominic Solanke in particular.
I think you're right. Oh, they've switched off.
Could be Mainu. Udogie is the man to defend it. There under pressure from Cunha. Goal kick.
Do you know what I think on that, Darren? I think you make a valid point. Some of Porro's deliveries, you know, I've witnessed on many occasions, have been absolutely excellent. I mean, if you're a centre forward, you've got Porro as a right back, his deliveries are superb. But I think Archie Gray might give them a more calming influence defensively. So it's whatever you fancy, really.
Got all of those games for you in the week. Ali and I are going to start at West Ham against Manchester United on Tuesday and work our way up to the northeast to Sunderland against Liverpool on Wednesday.
What a week we've got.
Thursday night, Brentford, Arsenal, London Derby, all the games, every one of them live across TNT Sports and Discovery Plus in the coming week. Looking forward to that. Martinez plays it forward, Fernandes looking to get in behind Van der Ven. Here's Cunha, it's good defended by Romero. Went through Casemiro, he's caught Casemiro. What's the referee going to do here? Red! The captain's off! Reckless in the eyes of Michael Oliver. And Romero, who was in the headlines for all of the wrong reasons earlier this week, has now been sent off on Saturday.
Well, he definitely catches studs on ankle. And he's left Michael Oliver in no. I mean, it does look really painful. Here we see it, is it a left ankle? There you are. Oh, it is, yeah. Do you know what I think, Dan? I'm going to tell you something. I don't think he needs to follow through. I think it's ridiculous. I really do. I don't think he needs to follow through at all. There's a way you can go and challenge for the ball and win the ball. Now, if he knows the player's there, which he clearly does because he's in front of him, he doesn't need to follow through. It's madness.
I mean, there's been a lot of conjecture and discussion this week as to what the punishment should have been. Thomas Frank said we dealt with what he said internally. The last thing you do then, though, as the captain, is get yourself sent off on the Saturday.
Well, I've just said at the start of the game, I think Van der Ven's a calming influence. How wrong have I got it? I mean, he's just letting his teammates down again. He doesn't need to do that, Dan. Yes, you've got to compete for the ball. Yes, you've got to go for the ball. But if you know the player opponent is there, you can't follow through.
Just a word there from his international teammate, Lisandro Martinez. Spurs have got Radu Dragusin ready to come on. That's the 6th time he's been sent off for Tottenham, so he's no stranger to a red card. I mentioned earlier in the half he's got the most yellows in the Premier League. Ill-disciplined, follows him around a lot, Romero.
I don't think there's any excuse for that, I don't.
Well, it's a difficult task now for Tottenham. They've got to play an hour with 10. There's Dragusin.
Yeah, he'll be coming on.
We haven't seen a great deal of this season. So Romero's made the long, lonely walk back to the Tottenham dressing room via the Old Trafford tunnel. And now we'll find out who's going to be sacrificed by Thomas Frank to get a defender back on the pitch. I mean, you'd think it'd be someone like Odobert or...
That's what I'm going for.
Or Xavi Simons. In fact, we are just hearing from the benches. It is going to be Wilson Odobert.
That would be the guess, wouldn't it? It looks like Odobert, doesn't it? Yeah.
So Odobert, the player, has got to go. Dragusin, the player, is going to come on. He made his first start for more than a year in the Premier League for Tottenham last weekend against Manchester City, and he's needed again today after that reckless red card picked up by their captain Christian Romero.
You would imagine they'll just go to 2 banks of 4 with Solanke, won't they? That's what the guess would be. Smart money would be on that.
I know there's a bit of pressure on Thomas Frank for results, but there are situations this season where players haven't helped him.
I mean, the outburst in midweek was bad enough in some people's eyes, myself included, but that today, not having it.
Dinked in by Bruno Fernandes, headed away by Dominic Solanke, and then Conor Gallagher clashing heads there with Kobbie Mainoo, so Michael Oliver will have to stop this. Nothing malicious, but
no,
it's the right thing to stop the game straight away.
He just gets there first, and I think Kobbie Mainoo, there's a clash of heads, and then I think there's another one immediately after it involving Luke Shaw. Michael Oliver spot on, just blow the whistle, you would see it. I think he just gets there first, and there you have it. Oh, side of the head, right in the temple. And then the next one's very much the same. There you are. Oh, he gets in the face. But I mean, the centre back, captain. Dear me. He looks okay. It's getting a long hour or so for Tottenham. There he follows through. You don't need to follow through. Look, you can kick the ball there. Having played the game, I'm telling you right now, Dan, you can kick the ball and there's no need to follow through. If you want a slice of the boy, yes, you follow through, but you run the risk of what we've just seen. It's a red card. Why would you do that?
He's the first player to be sent off twice in the Premier League this season. The Emirates FA Cup's back on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus next weekend. It's the 4th round, 8 featured matches, including Hull against Chelsea, Villa Newcastle, Liverpool Brighton, and Macclesfield against Brentford. And Ali and I will be doing the draw from Moss Rose on the Monday night as well. So 0-0 here, but the advantage now very much with Manchester United after the Romero red card. So Ahmad up against Destiny Udogie. Now Dalot. Casemiro's cross headed away by Polinia. Now Maguire. Shaw's ready to come back on the far side. He's okay. Casemiro.
Tell you, Dan, we're talking about a lot of players at United obviously enjoying Carrick being back and a freedom to go and play. Probably none more so than Dalot, you know. He looks as though he's really enjoying himself.
Mainu. Now Martinez. What the bodies between Manchester United and Vicario's goal. And in the end it's lifted through and lifted behind.
Very tight, it's intricate. It's actually a nice ball that just lifted into an area from Fernandes wanting somebody to attack it.
One thing the red card has done is just knock the edge off the atmosphere.
Yeah,
in here.
I'm going to hazard a guess it won't be for long.
Goes Mainu. Xavi Simons, but that's a good foot in by Bruno Fernandes. Luke Shaw. Alessandro Martinez onto Mateus Cunha. Brian Mbeumo. Xavi Simons intercepting that one. Cunha with a foot in. Fernandes with the shot and took the deflection, which made it spin and swerve, and it flashes behind for the corner.
I thought it was going to dip in, I really did. It just comes to him and he hits it immediately. There. Oh, and it's not far away, it's curling in as well. Van de Ven cuts across, you can see it heading for that top corner.
So Harry Maguire is in the Tottenham Hotspur penalty area. Martinez in there as well. It's laid off by Mainu. It's Mbeumo to place it. Oh, that's a great set piece. And it's finished off superbly by Brian Mbeumo, who scores again against Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United, the second best team in the Premier League at scoring goals from set pieces behind only Arsenal. And they worked that one to perfection. Manchester United won, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
It's brilliant, it really is. Now, I'm going to say something. I think Tottenham, because they're down to a man short, would have had another man on the edge of the box there. I really do. I think that's cost them. Take nothing away from the goal. Look at this. Look at Mbeumo. You can see he's free. It's knocked into that area. And do you know what he does? He just keeps it down and attempts to strike and hit the target, and he does. Martinez sticks a foot out, not sure he gets a touch. Beautiful goal, it really is. Don't think he does get a touch. Right in the corner, goalkeeper no chance. What a well-worked set play.
He'll be delighted, Michael Carrick, and he's happy enough. He's the first Manchester United player, Brian Mbeumo, into double figures this season. He's now got 10 goals in all competitions, and he's got 6 in 9 against Tottenham Hotspur. So sometimes you enjoy scoring against certain teams, and his run has continued today, and Manchester United have the lead, and here's the Old Trafford atmosphere back again.
I did reckon it wouldn't be away for too long, and you're hearing it again, but there's nothing more satisfying for a coach or a manager, somebody working on the training ground, and you reap the benefits on a Saturday, and that was certainly the case. But I'll still stand by it. I think Tottenham would probably have another man on the edge of the box.
Manchester United nice and slick with the passing there, weren't they? One touch stuff. Fernandes, they're looking to try and get Ahmad away. There's Kobbie Mainoo.
Got their tails up, haven't they?
Well, the challenge there for Tottenham is now the challenge that Manchester United faced in North London before Christmas, because they went down to 10. Šeško went off injured. It wasn't a red card, but they managed to equalise through the lit late on. So Spurs have got to dig deep if they can, try and get themselves back in the match through the recklessness of their own captain. That's why they find themselves in the position they're in. Ahmad to Cunha, in it goes towards Bruno Fernandes. Polina covering ground. Manchester United corner with the red team in red have got the tails up now.
They're flying. Down both sides as well. Lovely little ball. It's a good early ball across. Paulinho does well to cut it out.
Scorer is out to take the corner. And it goes from Brian and Bumo, headed away. Doggy. Headed by Casemiro. What a save by Vicario. Brilliant reflexes from the Italian. Bullet headed from Casemiro.
I'll tell you what, it comes off. I'm not sure it comes off. It might be Solanke. Straight into the path of Casemiro. Goalkeeper does ever so well. It might be dropping under the bar. He doesn't know, I don't know, but he had to make a good save and he did.
Keeps his team in the game. 4 of his 5 goals this season, Casemiro, are headers. He's such a factor from situations like this. Ahmad running into Xavi Simons. And then Udoghi's going to get himself a free kick for the foul by Martinez.
Beautiful, isn't it? Just played into an area, lovely little cut back. On he comes.
Do you know when you see a set-piece goal scored like that, you think, well, why doesn't it work all the time? Because it looks so simple, doesn't it?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something as well, Dan. See when you do it in training, it never works there either.
Up it goes towards Ahmad. That was just a fraction ahead of him. I think that little grin that we saw from Michael Carrick back to the bench said that he feels exactly like you said he would.
Yeah, so he should.
Paulinho went in on Mainu. Yes, Udoghi and now Simons. Manchester United. I mean, they've got those above them in their sights and they've got no distractions, Manchester United. They'll only play 40 games in all competitions, 13 after this, and they can kind of set their sights on Aston Villa, Manchester City, and see how high they can finish.
They can put all their energy and focus in the one direction.
Doesn't seem inconceivable that they could chase Manchester City for second. I mean, it feels like Arsenal are too far ahead and too consistent. Ahmad on the move, drills the cross in, that's behind by Sarr. It's another Manchester United corner. They're hanging on now, Tottenham.
Yeah, they are. They want the whistle, don't they? There's another couple, plus whatever added. But he'll be crying out, the man. In your picture, they'll be crying out for the half-time whistle.
We're expecting 5 added minutes, unless there's any more, so there's another 7 minutes to play in the first half. There's Harry Maguire. So from this side, it's Brian and Bumo for Manchester United again. It's deeper this time, and Casemiro was steaming in at that, but there's a foul in there on Vicario.
There was. But take nothing away from the defensive header from Paulinho.
He's
really
coming like a runaway train, Casemiro. Watch him here. Complete commitment.
It certainly is, but watch the header. I mean, you know what's happening there. Luke Shaw's trying to push him underneath the ball.
He's taken the camera out, so we've got to fix that.
Another free kick, which set play, which has been worked in the training ground. Luke Shaw pushes the defender underneath the ball, letting Casemiro come round the back, nearly got away with it, but a free kick.
Carrick in conversation down there with Steve Holland, who was alongside Gareth Southgate with England for so long, highly rated and respected assistant. Harry Maguire was saying in the programme today how much they've enjoyed the sessions that Michael Carrick's put on. Intense, short, sharp, the kind of stuff that
what they want.
The players have enjoyed. He was talking about Steve Holland's influence on that. There's Ahmad following through, and he's just going to get the yellow card.
Yeah, I think that's probably the correct decision. I think he thinks initially he can nick it before Siemens plays it. Yeah, but Siemens clearly getting there before it.
So confirmation of the 5 minutes. The board's just been held up here at Old Trafford. And the Brian and Bumo goal is the difference between the teams. It's a full-on chase for Papsar.
It's not a great ball from Jarvis Siemens there. It was a correct ball, the right option, but too much on it.
It's been a week where the name Christian Romero has been pretty much in most Tottenham conversations, I would suspect.
And I think it'll be most conversations going back down the road to London this evening, this afternoon, late this afternoon, with those Tottenham supporters. I don't think they'll be too happy with him, and nor should they be. Oh, they're not coming to Old Trafford with 11 men.
Great
run.
And that's made a great run. He's been found brilliantly. Vicario with the foot. Timed it brilliantly. Super goalkeeping.
Oh, we need another look at the run. Yes, I'll give you superb goalkeeping. But wait till you see the run inside the fullback. Magical. He goes short and then spins right in front of him. Got to tell your wide men to do this. This is a brilliant run. We'll see it shortly. Look at that. Lively again. He is offside. Comes from an offside position. Watch his movement, there he goes, right across him through. Brilliant. The dog is too deep. That's the first thing you've got to say. He's maybe a yard, 2 yards deep, but take nothing away from the run. The run's brilliant. And he just needs another wee half yard, an empty goal to tap into.
Goalkeeper fantastic too.
Yes.
You've got to give him credit there.
Yeah.
Against 10 men as well here for the rest of this match.
Did I mention?
Towards the final 90 seconds